and welcome to the ASU Sync Type A orientation. My name is Farah, and I'm going to provide you with an overview on how to operate the technology for ASU Sync in the current hybrid modality. Let's begin by identifying the components of the Zoom Enhanced Classroom. In these types of classrooms, you will notice the addition of two cameras, one for the teaching lectern and the other for the audience. Each of these cameras can be controlled via the Zoom PC, which I will cover later in this video. Type A classrooms are equipped with an array of ceiling microphones designed to capture the audio from the instructor and students inside the classroom. In most of Type A classrooms, you will also have the option to use a lavalier or handheld microphone. These can be found on top of the teaching lectern or inside a drawer. The next addition to this type of classroom are the Zoom PCs. These dedicated computers interface with the Zoom so that you can join or launch a meeting and toggle the video and audio sources. One thing to note is that the Zoom PC does not allow for chat monitoring. Limitations like these will be addressed later in this video. Now that we have identified the latest additions to these types of classrooms, let's start a Zoom session from this classroom. Before we begin, it's a good idea to clean the devices that you will be needing. Please utilize the cleaning supplies found inside the classroom, and don't forget to use hand sanitizer after you are done cleaning the devices and teaching lectern. It is also best practice to clean your work area after your class has completed. Getting started with your Zoom session can be reduced to 3 simple steps. 1, log in onto your computer. 2, launch Zoom. And 3, set the correct audio and video configuration. Let's explore each of these steps in greater detail. Begin by logging on to your iMac or PC in the classroom. Have your cell phone nearby in order to be ready for the two-factor authentication. While you wait to get logged in, now is a good time to turn on the audio-video system for the classroom. For this type of classroom, you will want to select the Zoom input source on the touch panel. This will ensure the remote participants are heard and seen by students in the physical classroom and vice versa. Once you have successfully logged into the computer, it is now time to launch your Zoom session. There are 2 ways for this step. The first is to open your preferred web browser and proceed to my.asu.edu and locate the Zoom hyperlink associated with your class. The second way to launch Zoom is by opening the Zoom application by double-clicking on the icon within the desktop for a Windows machine, or by locating Zoom within the application folder on an iMac. The Zoom application window will show you upcoming Zoom meetings, or if you have previously set meeting ID. You can click on Join to enter the number. Once the Zoom session has been initiated, it is now time to check on the audio and video settings. Let's first check out the audio configuration. Because the Zoom PC is the primary interface for audio and video between you and your remote participants, it is best practice to mute the microphone and speaker output from the iMac or PC in the classroom. This is to avoid any audio feedback between these devices. With the classroom, iMac, or PC hosting the Zoom session, let's now get the Zoom PC to join the remote classroom. From the home screen of the Zoom PC, click on Join and enter the correct meeting ID assigned to your class. Clicking on the Meet Now button will generate a random meeting ID that is not associated with your class. Once you are in the Zoom session, you will see the video feed from the instructor camera. If you want to change the camera source, go to the Settings menu. To get the Zoom Settings menu open, click on the 3 small dots on the lower right-hand corner. For this window, you can control elements of the Zoom meeting, among them being control of the camera source between the instructor and audience using the Switch Camera button. If equipped, the document camera can be toggled with this control as well. Changing view, muting the microphone, sharing content via the classroom computer, or utilizing the Zoom PC whiteboard. Managing your remote participants by approving their admittance or muting their microphone if needed. These are all different actions you can take from this menu. From the settings window, you are able to toggle on or off the microphones in the classroom. Keep in mind that this audio channel combines both ceiling array microphones and lapel or handheld microphones, which means there is no independent control at this moment. With video and audio set for the Zoom session, the last thing to get ready is content sharing. To share content, press the Share Content button from the settings window on the Zoom PC. A window will appear with a few different options. Select the Share Computer option, and this will bring the audio and video from the iMac onto the Zoom PC. This is great for sharing slide decks, videos, or other media needed for class. Now that the audio, video, and content sharing is configured for the Zoom session, the class is ready to begin. This concludes our demonstration on how to get class started with ASU Sync Type A classrooms. Now that your class session has started in this new hybrid modality, here are a few tips to keep in mind. To monitor the chat, give polls, or to use breakout rooms, you will need to sign in onto the classroom computer so that you can monitor the Zoom chat from there. Keep in mind that you will need to mute the microphone and speaker output from this computer. Lastly, if the remote participants are not heard as easily, try asking them to speak up into their device, or if needed, increase the volume from the touch panel. When your class is over, all you have to do is navigate towards the lower right-hand corner of the Zoom PC and press Leave Meeting. Then you will have to do the same from the iMac if you are utilizing the dual function. Then turn off the microphone and return back to the charging station. Wipe down the devices used and surface area of the teaching lectern before leaving. This concludes our demonstration of the ASU Sync Type A classroom. Woo! We hope this tutorial provides you with the necessary information to conduct your hybrid class. If you'd like to schedule a one-on-one orientation, please create a ticket using the service catalog and search for Request Classroom Support. If you may require immediate support for your class, please call the Experience Center at 855-278-5082. Thank you.